Kathy Vick, Deeply Awake Chants 2017. I don't have much to say, and I really wanted to write today and finally feel able, but I thought this fitting because I wanted to report what it was like to go to Apo. Apo is the Colorado regional burn for Burning Man, and it's held around this time every year. I'm trying to figure out these straps. It's like I am actually wearing clothes, okay? So we went this year, my son and my I call her my adoptive daughter, and myself. And it was really kind of weird. The weirdness started really pretty early, and it just got weirder. It finally crescendoed and broke on Thursday evening after dark. I heard from a lot of people in camp that Wednesday and Thursday were really messed up days. People were not doing well, and you certainly that was the feel through the whole camp. And we just got, I don't know, we got blown into a very, very great camp, but very late at night, and only with the assistance of sweet, sweet souls who were willing to help us. So it was awesome. It ended great. And then there was Friday. And I don't know about you, but I've looked at the news feed since, and yeah, this was a pretty big weekend. And Friday was a pretty big day. For me, I spent a lot of it pretty altered and energetically, and really unable to do a whole lot. And finally laid down for a nap and woke up for my shift. I have a 6 o'clock shift, and I could barely speak. It was really not very easy to, didn't know how I would perform. But then I was able to slowly, reconstitute myself, and I had a great shift. It was a lot different than the first shift I had, and it was great. My friend wants me to next year to take over a sanctuary, which is like a low stim environment in a very high stim reality, and I could use essential oils and soothing music and therapeutic touch or Reiki or okay, yeah, sign me up for that. And I met somebody who was the perfect, we both commented, this is a perfect person to meet. Oh my God, thank you so much. And I knew it would be attention like that. I set my intention when I got at camp, got quiet and said, okay, well, I'm here. And if you need to see me, if we've agreed to meet, you're going to have to come find me. But I'm here. I can't wait to see you. So I met some really remarkable people, very intentionally so. I didn't meet anyone by accident, but I rarely do. Friday when I got back from the shift, I was able to tuck everybody in, make sure everybody was okay. And then I gave myself a treat. Because I think what I'd done that weekend was to realize that, from 2012 forward, I sort of acknowledged that the people I'd hung out with and the reality I'd known wasn't working anymore, and something else had to come. I saw twinkle lights, and I knew I was going to find a tribe of my own. I wasn't exactly sure where, but I was going to go out there and look. And I did, from 2012 forward. And certain people came in my life, and, I had my team come in 12, and then I had a very special friend come in 14, and I wouldn't be here had I not met him. So I walked stronger and taller. I'm convinced I didn't do the same for him, but it was quite the karmic gift to have been given. And I walked in, due to my having a straighter spine, having been healed somehow of afflictions that I didn't even have words for. It was like a shield walking into these new places. I felt protected and loved, even though I was way, way over my head socially. And it was great. And now, so much time has passed. 5 years in all. And about 2 years, it really, changing my social reality and the fabric of my daily life. And what I come away with is this mystical shamanic portion of me really is my signature. People really do resonate with it, and they like it. And I like that they like it. And it sort of just understood. And now that I accept it and cherish it, I can really have some fun and not be so scared. So, I don't know. Friday, after everyone was tucked away, everybody was okay. About 2 a.m, I put in my headphones and I listened to some recordings I had downloaded on the way down to Trinidad. I remembered, Cryon has a website. I should probably download some stuff. So I downloaded all of the recalibration lectures and then some more good stuff. And that night, I listened with my gratefully charged phone to Cryon's beautiful voice. The funny thing was that only about 5, maybe 10 minutes of each were recorded. So I went from one recording to another recording to another recording. All of them I knew intimately. All of them soothed me and spoke to me. And each introduction reminded me of all the information contained within. It was so soothing to be home. While techno music was thunking all around me, and people were whooping and hollering and having a great time, I was so glad they were. There I was, in my hippie van, listening to Cryon. And I like that. So I kind of wondered, is it okay, you guys? You guys matter so much to me. You different communities, the gay and lesbian, poly and kink and sex positive and burner and I don't know, rhythm sanctuary and all these people. You matter so much. And I feel more home now than I ever have. And yet this thing keeps asserting itself. That's all me. And I think this weekend I finally, it was proven to me that's great. We can kind of wait on that. We know how to put it to use right away. Don't you worry about a thing. We're glad you're ready. And that's how I feel today. So there was a certain inertia that came with this work, a certain paralysis. And it was urgent, and it was a lock. It had to be that way. I had to stop. I couldn't proceed. There was nothing to proceed into. Now I can see. Now I can see the way. And it really isn't stopping a life and starting a new one. It's just continuing one that was forming. And it's now more fleshed out. It's a way of life. Not a life itself, but a way of life that is very personal and obviously metaphysical and esoteric. And finally found to be acceptable to others in greater numbers than just one holding the light for me and saying, "You're beautiful." Thank you. Really? Are you sure? You're not just fucking with me? No, you really are. We're gonna have to put a pin in that. I'm gonna have to come back to that. It's different now. I'm grateful for everyone who's helped me along the way. And I'm grateful for the wrestling I've had to do with all of it. With the patriarchy, with really, really abusive people, with a long history of trauma, and all of the behavioral issues that come with that, including, body image issues and substance issues and all that stuff. All of it. Okay. Yeah, my plate was pretty full. Took me a long time to get through it all. I can hold my own. And if you come to me saying you're not comfortable, oftentimes people will ask me to help them energetically. Sometimes they don't even know what I do, but they know I can help somehow. That's magical. And the funny thing is, I do. I do. So, yeah. This was a rough one. It was really tricky and really weird. And there was a lot that was released. But the proof is in the pudding. And the pudding today is extra sweet and extra creamy. So, now I will conclude the work portion of our day, and then we're going to eat like little piggies. We're going to go to a buffet, and somebody else is going to, because all we've had is just like, not much. So we're going to eat after we get the car cleaned out. And I'm so relieved that I got out of my comfort zone. So relieved that we went, bummed. I couldn't play it cool, and I was emotionally reactive and secretly smiling because I didn't play it cool and I was emotionally reactive. So it is what it is. It was what it was. And now we're home, and I'm ready for the next part. I'm ready for people just noticing. I'm ready for being comfortable with this in a brand new way. Not needing things from people anymore. Realizing that I'd really had put my need onto people who were absolutely unable to fill those needs. And okay with that finally. Because I understand finally. My needs are not as great.